and let's hit record. Okay, so happy Thursday, guys. Happy day one of lockdown number 2. I just wanted to do a really nice, positive, upbeat workout for you guys, just to get started off in the right zone. And it's gorgeous and sunny outside, so some of you might even be doing this in your gardens if you're brave. You don't need any equipment for this workout, okay? So just grab a mat or be on your carpet, it's fine, and a glass of water, and we'll get stuck in. So starting off with a nice little loosen up, just walking through both your feet and your shoulders as we come into some nice little rower backs here. So you don't need to go very fast for this one. There is going to be some cardio today, okay, but I'm going to give you loads of low impact options as well, so you can totally go at your own pace depending on what you are in the zone for. But we're going to start just by loosening everything off, shake it all out, and come into some nice big arm rolls now. Especially you guys who were with me at Buggy Fit yesterday, who may be feeling it a little bit through the shoulders today after some of those moves. We're going to loosen it all off again for you. Good. So just join in whenever you're ready, guys. I know there's still people that are just jumping on. That's fine. So both directions, swing it through, keep your feet moving. For 2 and 1. And let's take those feet nice and wide. And we're just going to rock side to side. So I'm just lifting up from one side to the other and rocking my pelvis, tilting my pelvis as I do that. So I'm trying to get a little bit of mobility through from my hips down. My upper body isn't really moving here, but I'm trying to just get that nice little bit of rotation, side to side rotation through the pelvis. So rock here, 2 and 1. Feet come down, and you're just going to come into a few little pelvic rolls. So again, my upper body is staying quite still, and I'm just rotating the hips around, imagining that I'm on a sunny beach, doing the hula. Good. Round in one direction, and then around in the other. And just noticing if there's any little points where you feel it's a bit creaky or a bit stick, then you can stay in that and just ease it off. Otherwise, just keep going around. For 2 and 1. Standing up straight, rolling the shoulders back. We're going to sink back, so I'm going to get you starting in sort of a very small little squat position. Bent knees, slight bounce through the knees, okay? You're going to sit back as if you're coming into a squat, but I'm coming out. My arms are stretching overhead, so I've got a nice straight line running from my fingertips down my back to my bottom. You're going to hold it here, then you're going to swing the arms down and back and come up. So you should feel this through the glutes and perhaps through the back of the thighs. And then as you swing those arms back, squeeze the shoulder blades together, chest is out. Good. A little bit of a burner in the thighs. We just want to give a couple of eases off. 2. Last one. Coming back. And then as you sweep your hands forward, you're going to come up and into some nice big rotations again. Lovely. Hopefully you're feeling a little bit looser now. I just want you to stretch off those legs a little bit more. So come up onto one leg and hug your knee into the chest. See if you can do this one without holding onto anything, okay? Because it's going to get those core muscles stabilizing. And then when you're here, coming into a couple of little ankle rotations. Good. And around on the opposite side with the ankle. You've got it. That foot comes down. Other foot comes up. Just focus on me, and I'll try and stay still for you. Roll the ankle through. And then again on the opposite side. For 2 and 1. Foot comes down. Good stuff. Okay, so we're going to get stuck straight in. So as I said, all you need is a workout mat or a soft surface, okay? Because our first little round, we're going to be coming into some kneel downs, stand up. So I'll run through it for you. Hands on your hips. You're going to kneel down, up, up. And that's it to start off with, okay? So either leg coming down. Don't overthink it too much, okay? But I want you keeping the chest open and the shoulders back. Now you'll probably find that you'll naturally lead with one knee rather than the other. Just stay with it, okay? It's fine. I'm not going to get you to engage your brain too much at this stage. Maybe in a little bit once we've all woken up. Okay, so just keep going up and down here. You should feel that your heart rate is already starting to raise up, okay? So this is a really nice low impact one, but boy, we're using some muscles and we do start to fatigue. So keep going up and down, and you're either going to stick with this or I'm going to give you a couple more options. So next time, as we come up, if you want to, you're going to add in a squat. So it's going to be kneel down, up, and squat. Or just stick with those up and downs. You should be feeling it now. Good. We're keeping on going. This is mum life right here, right? Up and down, adding in those squats if you want to. And then third option, if you're adding in the squats already, you want to take it to the next level, you're going to add in a high impact squat jump. So it's going to be down, up, squat, and jump. You've got 3 options there, guys. Just the squat, no squat at all, or squat jump. And I can see you all doing different options, which is good. So only do what feels good for you. Oh, it's a burner. Keep going, we've got 3 more left, okay? Good. Woo. We've got a drink coming up after this. Woo, last one. Down, up. Everybody doing a squat. Some of you doing a jump. Woo, give the legs a shake out. Grab a drink. How are we doing? Woo. My heart rate is absolutely up after that, and I wasn't doing many of the high impact options there at all. So give your legs a shake out. Grab a drink if you need to. Okay. Staying with the legs, we're going to step it out to the side. So we're going to come into a side lunge. Okay. And then you're going to bring this arm up and down. Now you might not touch the floor or your ankle. You can touch your knee if you need to. But try and keep, again, chest open, not bending through the back. And we're coming up. So we're staying on this leg. Hold and open up. So as you open it up, really try and just draw that hand back slightly so you get that nice stretch through your chest. And as you come down, you should feel it through that inner thigh, right? If you can't quite feel it, just see if you can step those legs a little bit further apart. And make sure as you're coming down that this knee, the knee that's bending, is tracking in line with your toes. Good. You should be catching your breath back now if you are feeling puffed. But we're keeping on with the movement. One more on this side. Down, touch wherever you can, open up, roll the shoulders through, and just let those arms come down. Now you don't have to bring fingertips to the floor. You can come down about halfway if that feels good for you. But just a little recovery here. Let your arms hang heavy. Try and keep the knees straight and just pull those kneecaps up. Lift them up. You should feel that through the back of the legs, but it should feel good. Okay, when you're ready, rolling up, shoulder roll at the top. We're going on the opposite side, okay? So you're coming into your lunge on your opposite leg, extending the arm, you're down and you're open. Good. So as you open up, bring that knee back in, bring that hand back, but at all points try not to bend and round off through the shoulders, okay? So keep that back nice and flat, chest out. Whew, good. Okay, legs have definitely woken up. The legs are with us. So keep on with this. You've got it. Remember, you can step this foot out a little bit further if you really want to feel that stretch. Good, we've got 3 more on this side. So you're down and open, down and open. Last one, down, open up, shoulder roll, and into those dangling arms, keeping the legs straight so that you get that lovely stretch at the back of your legs. And just hold it here, take a moment to recover. And then when you're ready, slowly peeling back up, roll the shoulders through. You can bring the feet back together, do a funny little dance, grab a drink, give your legs a little shake out if you need to, okay? Oh, I promise we're doing stuff other than legs as well, but we've got one more set on the legs that I want to do. So grab a drink, and then when you're ready, remember at the start for our warm-up, we sank back into our squats and extended our arms. We're doing this. I'm going to turn around, and we're staying here and opening up the arms. So we're pushing our bottom back, and we're coming into some arm rotations. You're staying here to feel that burn through the thighs. Good. One more with the arm direction this way. Stay low, and then swoop the arms around the other way. Woo! Who's feeling it? Are you pushing your weight back into your bottom? Can you still wriggle your toes? That's the key, right? You shouldn't be leant so far forwards that your weight is on your toes. For 2. And 1. Push yourself back up. Woo, and straighten out. Have a stretch. Okay. I promise we're giving the legs a little break now. So when you're ready, peeling up. Oh, shake it off. Hammer out the thighs if you want to. We're actually coming down onto the mat for the next little set. So I'm going to move you guys just down here with me. If you need to adjust your cameras, feel free to take a second and do the same. And then you're coming down onto your mat. You can bring your drink down with you if you want to, okay? Because we're going to be staying down here now. Now the first little lot, we're going to be sat up. Okay, so sat up on your mat. Just take a second to try and move the squidgy parts of your bottom back, okay? So that you're really sat down and then lengthening up through the spine. Sitting nice and tall. Roll the shoulders up to your ears, drop them back. The shoulders pull down, chest is open. You're sitting nice and tall. You're going to extend your arms, and we're going to come into a few little rollbacks. So I'll run through the various options here. Option number 1, you're coming back just to about this point, okay? And this is where I want you going if you're quite newly postnatal, or you've got a gap, just a little half roll down, and you're going to hold. You should feel that in your abdominals, okay? And then you're coming forwards. If you're recovered, or you've been coming to these sessions for a while, or your abs are stronger, you can roll back a little bit further. Again, just holding. Roll back to the point where you feel those abs kicking in, but they're not doming, okay? If it feels too much, stay higher. So this is what we're doing. It's going to be some continuous rollbacks. You're rolling back to wherever your point is, you're holding, and then you're rolling forwards, but you're keeping those arms outstretched the whole time. So this is a nice Pilates move. You'll have done this one in my Pilates classes with me before. Good. Tipping forwards. As you come forwards, try and bend forwards a little bit, okay? Just to ease off that lower back. Hold. Can you feel it? Good. So just coming back to wherever your point is. If your point is down here, that's fine too. Just hold and come forward. Really reaching those fingertips as far forward as you can. We've got 2 more, okay? So this is 1, hold, and forwards. Final one, we're going to hold for a little bit longer, so make sure you're comfortable where you are. I'm going to turn this way a little bit. Hold back. You're going to extend your arm. 1 and 2. Whoo. 1. Good. And 2. Don't push it, guys. If you need to be sat further up, I promise that your abs are still going to be working just as hard for you. Only go to the point that feels good. Good. Woo. 1 more. Open, in, and lean it forwards. So just tip forwards from the waist, grab a hold of your ankles, and you can flex your feet up towards you if you want to stretch out your legs as well. Good stuff. Okay, we're rolling over onto our back. So either come onto your side If you've got a bit of a stomach gap, come onto your side, or if you're more comfortable coming into a roll back, then you can do that. You're going to bring your feet, bend your knees, and bring your feet quite close to your bottom, okay? Doesn't matter too much if your feet are wider than your hips or closer together, just go with what's comfortable for you. And then you're going to float your arms open nice and wide like a scarecrow, okay? And from here, we're going to come into some toe taps. So option number one, you're going to keep one foot on the floor. You're going to lift the other knee, so it's parallel with your hip, and you're going to go for single leg toe taps. So again, any of you guys that have quite recently had a baby, or that aren't fully recovered through the core yet, or if you've got lower back issues, this is the option I want you doing, okay? For everyone else, if it feels good, you can bring both feet off the floor, so into tabletop, and then go for your alternate toe taps. Alternate toe taps. So remember, with your toe taps, the further away you tap your toes from your body, the more intense it's going to be on your abdominals, yeah? So keep those arms nice and wide open, they're acting as your anchor. I'm going for a real mashup of styles today. We've got some fitness Pilates here, we've got some cardio, we've got some good core work. Okay, if you're doing single legs, I want you to swap. If you're alternating, keep alternating. So if at any point you need to take a break, just bring those knees into your chest, hug them out and reset. If it feels too much, then you absolutely take a break and restart, it's not a problem. Okay guys, it's your workout, you go at your pace. Last little set for 3 and 2 and 1. Good, bring those knees into your chest, hug them in, either staying here or if you want to lift your shoulders off the mat and hold it here, then you absolutely can. Good. How are we doing? Okay, you're going to rock around onto all fours. So take the opportunity to grab a drink if you want to, and then coming around onto all fours. Okay, make sure that your knees are underneath your hip bones, wrists underneath your shoulders, nice flat back so we're not dipping or arching. Nice flat back, and really try and draw that belly button back up towards your spine, okay? From here, we're going to go into some leg pulses. So, sole of your foot is facing up towards the ceiling, and we're pulsing. So I know I said we were giving the legs a little break, and that we were giving them a break whilst we were standing. We're back on it. Now we're down on the floor. So this is awesome for the glutes. So keep pulsing. I'm not moving much at all, so I'm not coming all the way down and back up again. My leg is staying high. My foot is facing towards my ceiling, and I'm pulsing, and I'm pulling my core up, and I'm breathing, and I'm keeping a flat back. All those good things that I know you guys are doing too. Keep going here. Good. Oh, it's a good one. Who else is feeling the burn? Keep going. I can see lots of little feet just bobbing up and down on my screen. So I know you're with me. Keep going on this side. For 3, 2, and 1. Bring that knee back down. Just come down into child's pose as a little recovery. Okay, because we're going to be staying on this leg for the next move. So just stretch out here, fingertips come forwards. And then when you're ready, I'm going to turn this way a little bit for this one. You're back into your all fours. We're going to go into our fire hydrant. So that's that dog peeing against the lamppost. We're working those hip flexors. You're coming out to the side, and I'm trying to keep this hip stable and facing down. I'll come this way on. So this leg isn't moving, but my other leg's coming out to the side. Do you feel it? Good, good. Is your core still connected? Keep it going. Lift, squeeze. Good. Perfect. It's not as easy a move, this one, okay, because it's not a natural movement that we tend to do. Dogs maybe, us less so. Keep going. 2 and 1. Back in, back onto your heels. Walk your hands forwards. as you come into that nice little recovery. You've got it. Okay, pushing back up onto all fours. Make sure that you bring those wrists back underneath your shoulders, okay? Opposite leg, foot flat, and we're pulsing. We're pulsing. I'll turn my map so I can see what you guys are up to. Lovely. Hey, I can see you watching me. Good. So keep going. Squeeze and pulse, squeeze and pulse. Whew. Yes, team. We've got this. Keep going. If anyone's doing this move and you're kind of going, well, yeah, I can feel it, but I could keep going for a while. Good little trick, if you want any homework to do, is to grab a weight and tuck it in behind your knee. People are going, no, I don't need anything to make it worse. But if you do, this makes a world of difference. Okay? I'm not saying do it now, I'm just saying, you know, I know you guys like to work out without me as well. So keep going on this side, last little set. 3, 2, and 1. Come into that recovery if you want to. If you're feeling on fire and you want to go straight back in with it, you're into your fire hydrants on the opposite side. So bent knee and open out. Bent knee and open out. Really nice one for those hip flexors, okay? Hip flexors are always getting tight during pregnancy, but also if you've been sat, if you're working from home at the moment and you sat all day, they're going to shorten. They're going to feel tight. This is a nice one to get some mobility back. Good. Clearly we're working the glutes as well. I don't need to tell you that. Keep going, keep going. 3, and 2, and 1. Perfect. Bring those knees a little bit wider this time as you sink back. Stretch those fingertips forwards and just hold it here for a moment. Good stuff. Or head down to the mat. 3, and 2, and 1. Pushing back up. We're onto all fours again, so if you need to give your wrists a little roll through, then do. Or if you prefer to be on your fists, if you don't like having flexed wrists, then you can do that for this next move as well, okay? Whichever is more comfortable for you. Okay, from here, you're going to flex your toes. So your toes are coming down onto the mat, and then you're going to step one leg back and then the other down and down. So it's a little shortened plank. So I don't want anyone holding a plank for any length of time, but you're coming up, up, down, down, up, up, and down, and down. If it feels too much, coming up, walk your hands a little bit forwards and come into a 3/4 plank. Okay, so dip your hips and just come into a plank hold like this. Otherwise, keep going with those little up, down, up, and down. You'll soon start to feel it. Good. Keep it going. 4, and 3. Whew. Last couple. Down, down. Final one. Up, up, down, down, and push back. How did that feel? I like those. It's a nice way of kind of introducing planks, but even if you're a plank queen, it's nice to do something a little bit different. Okay. Good stuff. Okay, coming into some mountain climbers next. Now for your mountain climbers, I'm going to give you various options, okay? For some of you, you're going to come up onto a raised surface. So if you've got a chair near you or a wall, you're going to come up onto your raised surface and just walk your knees through. Otherwise, you're going to do the same on the floor in plank position, and you can either walk them through, so go quite slowly and just step them through, or of course, if anyone else wants to, oh, I've got a really slippery mat, you're going to come and run them through. But there's so many options here, okay? I've got a chair here. I might come into my 3/4 position and just walk them through. Okay, so whichever one feels good for you, that's what I want you doing. All the same muscles that are being used. Good. I'm just coming in to have a look at what everyone's up to. Yes, team, looking good.
19.
And 2. And 1. Perfect. Sit yourself back up. Grab a drink if you want to. Last little set. And we're coming onto our sides, okay? I'm going to move myself back a little bit. Onto your sides, we're going to be doing some side planks. So, again, really awesome core move, this one, and it's suitable for everybody, but I'll give you the progressions. Make sure that that elbow is underneath the shoulder. I don't want it out here, okay? So properly tucked under. If you know what you're doing, feel free to crack on. Otherwise, I'm going to run through them in order of progressions. Option number 1, that bottom knee is bent. You're lifting your hip up, and then you're coming back down. So you're up, and you're down. It's a full body weight exercise, this one, so they're not easy, okay? Even from the bent knee, they're not meant to be easy. So that's 1. 2, you're coming from the knee, but you're holding. Good. And then 3, if you know what you're doing and you've been coming a while, you're going to lift up into a full side plank. You want to bring that arm up and overhead, then you can. If at any point you feel that you're dipping, come back down, reset, and then go off again, okay? It's much better to do that than to try and push yourself into an improper form, because you're going to hurt your back. Hold it here. For 2 and 1. Everybody come back down. Sit back up, roll that shoulder through. Okay, because we're going to be going on that side again. So when you're ready, back down. Bent knee, up and down, bent knee hold, or straight leg hold. Remember, if you've got your straight legs, that make sure that your ankles are stacked. Hold. This time I want you bringing up your arm and looping it underneath. So you're like threading the needle. We do this one as a stretch sometimes at the end. If it's too much in your side plank, then of course, just go back into whichever side plank variation is working for you. Just trying to give you as many options as possible. Good. For 3 and 2 and 1. Gently down and then across onto the other side. Roll that shoulder through if you need to, okay? This is the last little move before we stretch off. Everyone still with me? We're doing good. Okay, bringing that elbow back underneath, opposite side, so make sure you get yourself into that good position first, and then when you're ready, you might feel a little bit different from one side to the next, okay? We're naturally stronger on one side, we're naturally more balanced on one side, so have a little play around. Again, only go with the option that works for you. If you're feeling like you can go straight into those threading the needles on this first round, then please do. Good. So you're trying to maintain that straight line when you come up into your plank, whether you're from your knee or from your foot, straight line from your shoulder all the way down. Good. 2 and 1, come up, roll the shoulder through. 1 more set on this side before we stretch off. So back down, into position. They're tough, these ones, guys. Keep going. It's the last little set. Up, if you want to here. Extending the arm, looping underneath, and opening back out. Okay. Makes balance a little bit harder, which means your core muscles are working harder, but it's also a really lovely chest stretch. Breathe. Good. We're going for 4 and 3, 2, and slowly coming back down. Roll that shoulder through. We're going to go into our stretches now. We're going to start off stretching those glutes because we did a lot of glute work at the start there. So turning around onto your mat, bending one knee in front of you, extending the other leg out behind you. This is such a lovely one. You're going to walk those hands forwards and come down as far as you're comfortable with, as far as you can feel the stretch. So it should be coming into your glute and along, perhaps into the side, top of your thigh there. So you can stay quite upright, or you can come all the way down until you find that sweet spot. And then I want you holding it there. Hold it, hold it, hold it. If it starts to ease off at all, just rock your hips a little bit, side to side again. Just angle yourself until you can get that stretch and you really feel it. Or you can walk your hands to one side. Sometimes that alters your stretch a little bit. So just hold it here. Feeling good. 2 and 1. Slowly pushing back up and then coming onto the opposite leg. So step that leg back, bring the other leg forwards, and again, just angle yourself down into this stretch as much as feels good for you. I've got a bad leg on that side, so I'm going to stick to this side. Good. I can't see many people at the moment, which means you're all lying down nice and flat and enjoying that stretch. Hold it here. Whew. Good. If you're not being clambered on at this stage, just close your eyes, take a couple of nice deep breaths. And then when you're ready, pushing back up, we're going to stretch out those hip flexors. If you remember, we did those side lunges with the stretch to mobilize the hip flexors. Now we're going to stretch them out. So you're going to come up onto your knee. I realise my head is a little bit cut off here, but you'll see me again in a sec, because I'm going to lean forwards. I'm going to lean forwards, and I'm going to bring my hands down to rest them by that front foot. So here is where you should feel the stretch down through the hip flexor into the thigh of the leg that's on the floor. Hold it here. So I don't want you keeping your bottom back, because then you're not going to feel anything. Really push those hips forwards. Good. Hold it here. Feels good. And breathe. 2 and 1. Lovely. Switching sides. Opposite leg. Lean it forwards. And then bring the hands down. Hold it here. For 3, 2 and 1. Good. When you're ready, coming back around to sitting. Last little couple of stretches. And in fact, I'm going to get you guys onto gallery view, because if anybody wants a little chat, we've probably only got 5 minutes or so left. Some of you have got your videos on, some of you haven't, that's fine. Okay, one arm extended out in front of your chest, hold it here, pin it in. And sit however's comfortable, okay? Good, good, good. And then switching sides. Lovely. Look at all the sunshine streaming through into your rooms. Looks good. Such a beautiful day. So remember, I know it's the first day of lockdown, but there is no limit on the amount of time you can spend outside. So do get yourselves outside, okay? Couple of shoulder rolls here, and then just sitting back, dropping your chin down to your chest, and really trying to pull your shoulders down towards your mat. You can let your arms go heavy down by your sides here. Hold it here again. A couple of nice deep breaths if you want to. Taking a photo of everybody as they relax. Okay, lifting your chin and looking up towards your ceiling or out of your window if you've got a skylight. Stretch through the front of your neck there and hold it. 2 and 1. And then in your own time, slowly rolling the shoulders off. Feel free to take yourself off of mute Tell me what you thought. How's everyone doing? We good? Well, give me a thumbs up. Yay! Hi, we've got so many little people joining in. Yay, I'm getting thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Awesome. Little people, did you make it easy for Mummy? Did you join in?
Just change your poo halfway through.
Yeah.
The plank section.
I was going to say, an extra resistance is never a bad thing, right? But yeah, changing nappies halfway through. Hey. Hi, darling. Hi. Yay. Yeah, I agree. Virtual high five. Nice job, everybody. Good. Yay. Awesome. What I'll do is I'm going to send out the recording to everybody who couldn't join live anyway. So I'll send it out to you guys again if you ever fancy doing it on recording there. And like I said, as soon as I know any updates, I promise I will let you know. But I just wanted to give some of you a little taster of what it's like to do an online session. Oh, we've got a fairy participant as well. Hello. Gosh, Kat, you've got your handful.
Yeah, full house here.
Full house. Awesome work, guys. Have a great day. Go out and enjoy. Bye. Bye. See you soon.